Growing up in Lahore during the politically charged 1980s, Roshane Zafar witnessed stark societal divides. Her defining moment came when her mother was jailed for protesting the Hudood Ordinance, teaching Roshane the cost of standing up for justice and sparking her drive for change. With degrees from Wharton and Yale, Wall Street was an option, but her heart was drawn back to Pakistan. Working with the World Bank, she saw firsthand the struggles of Pakistani women. Her vision for women crystallized after meeting Dr. Muhammad Yunus at a UNICEF conference. Inspired by his Grameen Bank model, she spent 10 transformative weeks in Bangladesh, learning microfinance. Dr. Yunus's words, "Pakistan needs you more than Bangladesh," sent her back with purpose, leading her to found the Kashf Foundation. The first loans were modest, but each one was a lifeline, a spark that helped women gain a sense of purpose and independence.
सबसे पहले हमने लोन लिया तो हमने छोटा सा अपना कारोबार शुरू किया। उसमें फूलों का काम था और बाकी डेकोरेशन के फूल थे, बेलें वगैरह, हर चीज़ तरह का काम था। फिर स्टार्ट किया, फिर आहिस्ता आहिस्ता बढ़ाते गए इसको, फिर हम लोगों को भी काम देने लग गए। अभी हम खुद काम कर रहे हैं, लोगों को भी दे रहे हैं।
So describing the experience, she said she's been able to set up the embroidery work, buy raw material, and she was grateful for Kush providing her financial support with dignity.
तो हमारे तकरीबन 8 लाख क्लाइंट्स हैं, तो हर क्लाइंट की अपनी एक स्टोरी है। तो जब आप जाके उनसे मिलते हैं और आप उनको देखते हैं कि हमें इतनी फैसिलिटीज़ हैं, एजुकेशन है, रिसोर्सेज हैं, सपोर्ट सिस्टम है, तो हम कुछ भी नहीं वो कर पा रहे जो हमारा एक क्लाइंट जिसको आप एक 20,000 का लोन देते हैं और वो घर के कमरे में एक चारपाई के ऊपर ग्रॉसरी शॉप बना लेती है और अपना घर का खर्चा चला रही है, तो आपके लिए बड़ा इंस्पायरिंग होता है।
The first 15 loans were distributed in November 1996, and the recipients became early adopters and role models for other women. Today, Kashf is one of the largest non-banking microfinance companies in Pakistan, providing around 300 billion rupees in loans to over 8 million female entrepreneurs. For Roshane, empowerment went beyond financial independence. It meant reshaping societal attitudes. Her love for music and storytelling, rooted in her early years, became powerful tools for change.
For me, music was something I grew up with. It's in my DNA. So it's something that I haven't ever separated from myself. Of course, I'm a hobbyist rather than in music, rather than somebody who does this professionally. So when I started doing media, I was able to combine music and microfinance together. So both streams of my life. My first career was in music. I learned music at the age of 16. I performed on Pakistan television. And so people knew me as a music icon at that time because we only had one television station, PTV, that used to broadcast across the country, and people would immediately become very famous. So I became very famous at the age of 17. However, then I went off to study, and then I came back, and then as you know the story, the Kush story happened. But then 12 years ago, I reconnected to music and I started learning again and practicing. And then when we started doing our drama serials, there was a cause and a meaning. So all the music that I have done over the past 12 years has been about women and about change and about transformation.
Kush Productions sparked nationwide dialogues. Rehai on child marriage, Udari on child sexual exploitation, Houseful Batti Gul humorously addressing population growth, and Akhri Station exploring issues like HIV and addiction, redefining social storytelling in Pakistan.
हम ट्रेनिंग्स कराते हैं तो अच्छा हम जाते हैं क्लाइंट के घर जाके कुछ क्लाइंट को ट्रेनिंग कराते हैं तो हम एक सर्टेन नंबर कुछ लाख नंबर अचीव कर सकें आज तक। लेकिन आप एक एपिसोड अपलोड करते हैं तो उसको 2 मिलियन 4 मिलियन व्यूज़ हो जाते हैं। तो हमारा जो पर्पज़ है माइंडसेट चेंज वाला या अवेयरनेस वाला, तो वो मीडिया के थ्रू हमें बहुत जो है वो हेल्प कर रहा है।
Kash's recent productions, Zard Patton Ka Ban, explores often overlooked issues facing women.
ज़र्द पत्तों का बन, तो उसमें जब लोग खुद को मीनू के कैरेक्टर के साथ एसोसिएट करते हैं तो आप इमोशनली अटैच हो जाते हैं उन कैरेक्टर के साथ, फिर आप उन पे, और उनके जो भाई हैं ड्रामे में, वो उसको पढ़ने के लिए में रुकावटें डाल रहे हैं, तो बहुत सारे भाई होंगे जो शायद ये रियलाइज़ भी नहीं करते कि वो रुकावटें डाल रहे हैं। तो वो एक, और जो बहुत सारी मीनू होंगी जो पढ़ रही होंगी, कोशिश कर रही होंगी, तो वो उनको एक स्ट्रेंथ देते हैं उसको, और आप लोग एक दूसरे के साथ खुद को कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं।
The drama thoughtfully explores the challenges faced by women in Pakistan, challenges rarely addressed with such sensitivity on television. Rooted in everyday struggles, it shines a light on systemic issues with patriarchy as the overarching theme. The community's role in supporting women reflects the saying, "It takes a village to raise a child." And that's precisely what the community does for the main protagonist, Meenu. Each production carried powerful messages that resonated deeply with Pakistani society. These weren't just television shows, they were catalysts for change.
All of them, I love all of them, but the one that's always been my favorite was Aakhri Station. And the reason for that is that it's a story about 7 women coming together. And that's really the story of Kash. Because Kash creates associative strength in spite of all the difficulties that women face. And we touched upon a lot of topics in Aakhri Station. We talked about postpartum depression, we talked about women in the rural economy, we talked about internally displaced people and the impact that that has on women, the displacement has on women. We talked about violence against women, we talked about marital rape. So under that very broad scope, we touched upon a lot of issues, and it was beautifully done by Sarmad Khusat, I think. And Sanam Saeed was so powerful as a character in it. And then the song, of course, that Amjad Saab penned for us, Mujhe apne jeene ka haq chahiye, that was incredible. I think for me, that was a project that we started single-handedly. We didn't really have a channel at that time. So ये हमने अपने लिए, अपनी कह लें अपने शौक़ के लिए बनाया था. So for me, that will always be close to my heart. But the others, of course, have been phenomenal as well.
The impact of these dramas has been transformative, not only on viewers, but also on the lives of women directly involved with Kash. Over the years, women who took those first small loans have become community leaders, challenging norms and paving the way for others.
तब्दीली ये आई, अच्छा ये इसी से हमारे कारोबार से हमने अपने बच्चों को अच्छी तालीम दिलवाई, बेटे को यूनिवर्सिटी तक पहुंचाया, बेटी कॉलेज जाने लग गई है और छोटा बेटा स्कूल जाता है, बड़ी बेटी ने बीकॉम कर लिया है।
Roshana's vision has made Kash Foundation a powerful force for change.
Roshane, she is herself an amazing leader. जब आप हर वक्त उनसे सुनते हैं और वो हमेशा बेस्ट ऑफ बेस्ट की थ्राइव में रहती हैं, तो आप एसोसिएट होते जाते हैं उस मिशन के साथ, उस विजन के साथ, और आपको लगता है कि आप जो कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हैं उससे बदलाव आ रहा है माशरे के अंदर, सोसाइटी के अंदर। तो मुझे लगता है कि मैं इवॉल्व हुई हूँ 25 साल में, क्योंकि जब मैंने ज्वाइन किया तो मैं खुद 21 ईयर्स की थी, तो 25 साल में मुझे लगता है कि मैं खुद बहुत जो है ना इवॉल्व हुई हूँ मिशन के साथ और कनेक्टेड फील करती हूँ खुद को। तो ये पूरा जर्नी ही मेरे लिए एक लाइफ चेंजिंग जर्नी कह सकते हैं आप इसको।
Today, Kash Foundation is a beacon of hope, proving that real change begins with a single courageous step.
Challenges are many and far and in between. So we talked about mindsets. Mindsets continues to be an issue when we talk about women and gender and women, taking charge of their lives and making decisions. You start from the challenges within the household, from the men, from the mother-in-laws, to the society accepting them, to people in communities talking about it. So I think that continues to be one of our major challenges. It's changed over the years, especially in communities where we have been working longer. But where we start new and afresh, for example, in areas of KPK, in areas of Sindh, we really have to start all over again to convince the men, to convince women themselves that they can be the change. So I think that continues to be one of our major challenges. And then there are operational challenges that happen over time, but that's another story.
Rushane's journey inspires countless others to believe that, with the right support, anything is possible.
As I reflect back, I think it's about human dignity, resilience, and clarity of purpose.
Rushane's offer reminds us all that change isn't just a possibility. It's a responsibility we all share.